Hello, busy dads and busy people everywhere. Welcome to episode 7 of the Busy Dad podcast. This is the show where I have the privilege of sitting down with fellow Burpee practitioners and hearing their story. Today, for the first time, I am joined not by one but by two practitioners, a power couple from Sweden by the name of Mathias and Camilla. Mathias, Camilla, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
Max. Thank you.
Absolutely. So it is quite likely that people watching will already have heard of one of the two of you, Camilla. We had a video recently featuring Camilla's unbelievable performance with the 100 Navy SEALs, which is basically a warm-up for her. Camilla will have you introduce yourself in a little bit, but before we do, I would like to hear from Mathias. Mathias, people watching won't have met you yet. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from? Give us a sense of you.
All right. Well, I'm Mathias, and we live in Sweden in a place called Valda. It's south of Gothenburg. Well, I'm 38. A dad, obviously. We have Ebba is 3 years, and Simon is 10 months, so almost a year. So it's always busy days. Well, I have always been doing something in training form. I had like 10 or 12 years of long distance running. So I've done 10Ks on track or terrain, half marathons. I've run like Gothenburg marathon, half marathon for 9 times, but it's been a while now. But a PB of it's 71 minutes, I think.
Wow. 71 minutes for a half marathon.
Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah, it's astonishing.
Yeah.
And okay, so that's you. So look, we can already tell that we are dealing with a real power couple because it's not your average person on the street who runs a half marathon in 71 minutes. Okay, that's you. What about you, Camilla? Give us a sense of who you are, your life, and also a little bit about your training background.
Yeah, I'm Camilla, 31 years old, and living with Mathias. I have also always workout, and I have gym training, free weights, and HIIT session at the gym, and running a lot. And you have also the OCR, obstacle core running. We both.
That's how we actually found each other. So we ran, about obstacle course running.
Right. Yeah.
It has been a thing in Sweden. So yeah.
So you met doing an obstacle course?
No, it was a friend of us who he trained. His concept was like doing obstacle course. It was obstacle course training. So
okay.
We met on a training session.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So clearly then training has always been a kind of part of your relationship, a kind of integral part of who each of you is, and it's something that you've shared together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Before your burpee practice, had you ever been kind of working on training projects together beforehand with any other training projects that you were doing? Like, for example, did you ever do some marathon running as well, Camilla, or did you ever collaborate?
And I have also running half marathon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, so let's then talk about where you're at with your burpees in both of you. So first of all, Mathias, the Busy Dad program, how did you find it, and how long have you been doing it?
Yeah, we was talking about that like yesterday, because we had to get prepared for that question, but I'm not quite sure how I found you, but I think it was like I have seen like the guy Iron Wolf, and then I think I found you between his videos, and I had a like a brutal running streak. I was running for 170 days the last autumn and around the spring, and I did yours. I did your sessions when I found opportunity in my running training. So I have only found about you for a year, I think.
Okay. And for that time, we've been working together, I guess, for 4 months or so now. Before we worked together, were you consistently doing the Busy Dad program, hitting the 80 minutes per week, or was it more when you know, opportunistic and you would do 60 minutes one week, 40 minutes another, 80 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. I have taken notes now. I started with 80 minutes in week 20. So it was middle of May, I think. So it's been 17 weeks now. 17 weeks, not 70 weeks.
Good. Okay.
So it's been the progress has been how do you say, not it was easy in the beginning, but now it has been it's more really more of a challenge now.
Yeah, I think we talk about beginner gains and it being really kind of easy for a while and you're getting a lot of PRs. And that happens with everybody to some extent. But I think if someone like you is already very fit, it won't take long before, and you've got calisthenics experience and you've got the cardiovascular fitness, it won't take you long to get to your plateau. You'll be able to get to that point much quicker, I think, than someone with relatively little training background.
Yeah.
So that's you. What about how did Camilla? How did you start getting interested in the Busy Dad program? Tell us the story of that.
I don't know now. I saw Mathias do the 6 counts and 6, and I think what was he doing? No, yeah, but I became interested and tried to do the session, and I yeah, think the cute.
I mean, she couldn't do the program in the beginning because she was pregnant with Simon.
Yeah.
So fortsätt. Säg att du började i sommar.
I begin in the summer, I think it was. Yeah.
Okay, so you've been training like maybe 3 months or so with the program?
Yeah, with and also
from time to time.
Yeah.
I see. And so for those listening, Mathias was telling me about Camilla and saying, I'm going to persuade her to come work with you and get some coaching because she had been doing the same workouts as Mathias, but you saw that they were just getting too easy, right? And so Camilla, the two of us have been training together 6 weeks now. I think today was our 6th session. And just for the people listening, is it true then that before 6 weeks ago, you didn't really train the Busy Dad program seriously?
No.
Astonishing. Yeah, I think I've never seen someone move so quickly through the program. It's pretty crazy. For those of you who are listening, I want to describe the way that a session goes with Camilla is we meet up, and the previous week I set her some training targets, and I say, "How were they? Give me a score out of 10 for your difficulty level." And she just says 7. What?
Yeah.
And so the next week I say, "Okay, I'm going to drive you up 10 extra reps." A week later, she sends me footage. It's immaculate. How was it? Maybe an 8. And he said, "No, 7." And so we just today
Yeah.
had your first 10 out of 10 workout. So I want you to tell people about that session.
Yeah, today I do the session of 110 seals, and that was a score of 10. It was hard. Yeah.
But it sounds like with the 6 counts, we've not really got you there yet. We've not really found a 10 out of 10 workout for you.
No, we can hire
Yeah.
little more.
So give people a sense of where you are with your 6 counts right now.
With 6 count, yesterday I do 214, but I have one session with 260.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll program you in for 260 next week. I have every
Yeah.
confidence you'll get that. And so I think it's very clear to me that we're going to hit level 4 very soon. I'll be interested to see what 110 to 120 looks like with your seals.
Yeah.
My feeling is that 275 is going to come in like 3 weeks for us.
Yeah.
And that will be fascinating then to begin the climb to graduation. It's really interesting training with someone who's able to be this far in the program and hasn't really hit a plateau yet. But we're going to hit that plateau soon, Camilla, and then we're going to see what you're made of, because then the work begins. Whereas Mathias, we've hit a plateau, I would say, or we're approaching one. Talk to people about where you're at with your training.
I'm currently in. I think my max is 245 seals. 6 counts. 6 counts. And 91 Navy SEALs. But as I was saying, it's a real struggle now. I have I'm working nights and shifts very often, so it kind of affects my brain, and yeah, you know, when you lack sleep and all those elements.
Yeah,
but I've been doing this 80 minutes a week for 17 weeks, so I will get there to a level 3.
Yeah,
soon.
You'll get there. She pats him on the shoulder. You'll get there soon, darling. You will. And it's pretty amazing that you have such an inspirational training partner as well. Though I can imagine it's kind of depressing training with Camilla in the same household as you.
I mean, before she got coaching with you, we had a couple of sessions together, but it was like
it was very fun.
She could talk during the sessions and all those stuff. So that's when I said, you have to contact Max and get your own program. So
Yeah.
And now she's just blown away. I mean, she's like she's 21 seals ahead of me, so or 19, I mean.
Well,
but
I mean, one thing I think that we can say in your defense is that there's quite a big size difference between the two of you.
Yeah, it is.
Let's talk about Matthias, remind me of your height and dimensions.
Compared to Camilla, I'm a bit taller. I'm 190 centimeters, and I weigh I think I weigh like 90 or 92 kilos. So I'm 25 kilos heavier than I was when I was running. So I have really changed my.
Hang on, you're how much? 25 kilos heavier.
Yeah, I was like when I was running the most, I was weighing like 75.
Wow.
So
yeah. So that's a lot of weight to be shifting. And it's, look, I mean, I've got friends who are your kind of height and your kind of weight who say level 2 is the furthest that we tall guys can get. And so you're proving them wrong, and you are blazing a trail in your own right. And it's very hard what you're doing. But when we were meeting just before we switched on the recording button, you were talking to me about this feeling that it's not just the size difference, that part of the reason Camilla is doing what she's doing is because of the kind of mental strength that she has, that her mind is like a fortress.
It's she has an awesome mind. I was watching her doing 110 seals just a couple of hours ago, and she it's a shame that we didn't record that one, but because she was it's hard to explain in English when you can't speak that good, but she was really pressing it hard. But she doesn't give up, so
No, I always have hard mentally. Always. I have heard from mom and dad. You have a
strong mind.
Strong mind. Yeah. So that's who I am.
That's who you are.
Yeah.
So what happens when you're 10 minutes in and you feel like, okay, I'm going to have to fight for every rep here, and I'm feeling like it's really, really hard? What does your mind do?
Is it for me or for Camilla?
For me.
I want to hear from Camilla. Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so much, but jag ska göra. Jag vet att jag ska göra. I have a session 20 minutes, and I'm not can quiet before when I'm finished. Yeah, alltså all.
Tar du en repetition taget va?
Yeah, alltså one rep. I take one rep at a time.
One rep at a time.
And yeah, also it's tough between the set, but no, yeah, difficult to explain. Yeah.
Whereas Matthias, you were telling me that you feel like some of your sessions recently, the reason that they didn't work was that your mind kind of fell apart. Talk to me about what goes on in your mind in a session. And if people have been watching my channel, you see at least half of my workouts don't go to plan. And every time it's my mind letting me down. So I'm not setting myself up as someone who's different from you. But I'd love to hear your, like, what do you think goes on in a session that doesn't work out in your mind? What happens? Talk us through it.
I think in the beginning when I was doing your follow-alongs, it was like when it was a new tempo for me, I couldn't keep up with your tempo, and that gets me frustrated. So that's one thing. And it's like you have programmed me so I do my own tempo. But when I don't feel fresh, or when I do the seals, for example, I do one seal and then I get up and I watch the clock, and oh shit, it's like only 4 seconds, and get down, and the arms are screaming. It's all those small things that affects me.
And there's a kind of panic.
Yeah, panic. Especially when the fatigue in the arms comes before half time.
Yeah.
That's when you get those demons that, how am I gonna survive this for like 15 minutes more? Yeah.
No, and I relate to that. I feel that all the time. Camilla, in today's 110,
Yeah.
did you also feel fatigued pretty early in the workout?
Nej.
No, it was more in the end of the session.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes to go. Yeah, but hur ser man om att min kropp gör om det?
The armar.
Mm.
Today she felt like her arms were collapsing. So
And so, okay, so you're feeling that now. Did you have those thoughts coming to you like you're not going to be able to finish this?
Yeah, today I have that thought, but also I don't give up here. It's my body, so if I quit, it's my body, so said stop, but not mine, not my mind. Yeah.
I think often what happens is your mind convinces you that it's your body that needs to stop. Every time I've stopped, it's because most of the time, it's because I think, oh, I couldn't possibly go on physically. But obviously you can. You can almost always go on physically. It's just I wanna know how you move through a workout, and when those thoughts come, you just press the override button. Because for me, as soon as I'm out of a session, I'm thinking about it and I'm thinking next time it'll be different. Next time I'm going to go in really decisive. I'm going to get every rep. And then next time I'm back in that place. And it's so hard. And the same thing can happen again and again. And so, Mathias, you said to me earlier, man, I think that I'm just kind of mentally weak. I don't know what to do. What do you do? I think I'm mentally weak too. And I still don't understand why one session works and the other session doesn't.
Yeah. Don't have a good answer to that, but I think it's much about the today's form, but but one thing I'm glad of is that I'm looking forward to every session, even though I have failed.
Yeah.
So it's like poison. Those this kind of training. I really have to. I want to do them all of them.
Yeah.
Every week.
Yeah.
So
that's really wonderful. I also look. I've got a lot of guys who are quite perfectionist, and it hits them really hard when they don't make the session. And I think it's very important to take it very seriously and to try your hardest. But it's also nice to develop the ability to kind of laugh at yourself and keep being excited about the sessions. Camilla, what do you think will happen to you, judging from your own training background? Because we are going to get you to a point where you fail the workout. It might not be this week, it might not be next week, but there will come a day for everyone.
Yeah.
Where you can't do the workout. And how do you think you'll react to that?
I am frustration and angry. I think it's because I'm my mind it's always go forward, but but we talk about or length,
Height.
height. Mathias was 192 and 90. Sorry, darling. I am 1 meter and 52 centimeters. So it's very, very different.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
You,
So
yeah.
But,
and I am weight 48
mhm, mhm.
kilos. So
They're very different dimensions, but
yeah. So
there's also something about you that explains why you're moving so quickly through the program. There's something,
Yeah.
a real talent, I think. I've never seen anything like it.
mm,
And I've got plenty of guys who are the same, very similar proportions to you and dimensions to you, and it's not happening in this kind of way. And so I think physically as well, but mentally, there's something that you have that means that you're going to graduate the program. And so far, only one person has graduated the program, and it's me. And
yeah.
I think you might be the second graduate, Camilla.
Yeah, maybe. But it's very fun to do the sessions. It's yeah, like Mathias, I look forward to do them.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. And I'm so glad that with your two young children, you're both able to make the training happen and to stick with the practice. I want to hear from each of you, just in closing, one piece of advice for people who are thinking about trying this kind of training out, people who are new to it. What would you have to say to them?
Advice.
Yeah, we spoke yesterday about that a little, and we thought find someone and do together, or push each other.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you were saying
The
you are still
frozen.
you are frozen, or no, you or
Oh, I'm sorry. No,
yeah.
I can hear and see you.
Yeah, okay. Good. We were no. And I think start with low reps and work to higher reps, and not start with 250 6 counts. No. Yeah.
I think the most you have been talking about that a lot, and it's getting those 80 minutes a week. That has been a game changer for me, I think. When I started doing those 4 sessions a week, it happened a lot. So I think that's my advice to someone new, doing those level 1 for 4 days a week, and it's gonna be hard in the beginning, but then it's gonna loosen up. And yeah.
So you two are, I think, for sure, the like if there was an Olympic burpee event for married couples, you two would be on the medal podium. You two would be coming with gold. We have basically 2 level 3 practitioners, or Mathias, you're very close to level 3. Camilla, you're comfortably in level 3. Where do you two see yourselves training wise by the end of the year? Where are you hoping to get to?
Start.
I think I wanna do those 100 seals and 256 counts comfortably. So I think I set a goal of being a bit over level 3, but
yeah,
might have to
no, I think we can do that. We can definitely get you deep into level 3. What about you, Camilla?
Yeah, what about my on this, yeah, up but
Mellan level 3 och
yeah,
4.
oh yeah, about level 3 and level 4.
We've got to get you into level 4 across. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, little bit up over 4, level 4.
All right. Well, how about this? When you two are, when Camilla, when you're deep into level 4, maybe hitting 306 counts and 135 seals, and Mathias, when you are knocking on the door of level 4 yourself, let's get you two back on the podcast. How about that?
Yeah,
That sounds great. Sounds
very
great.
Well, thank you both so much for taking the time. I know that a lot of people have been very curious to hear from Camilla, and it's so inspiring to meet a couple who are collaborating in their practice together. It's awesome. I love Mathias. You're brimming with pride in Camilla. I can see how proud you are of her and how inspired you are by her. And,
Yeah.
Camilla, I love the way you gently tease Mathias as he
Yeah.
tries to keep up with you. You two are fantastic. It's such a pleasure to coach you both. And thanks a lot for taking the time to be on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Max.
Thanks.
Yeah.